everyone, it's a great honor to introduce our Dr. Ling's award recipient, Chris Liao. In Taiwan, Liao is a household name, a star in television and broadcasting industry, a multiple winner of the Golden Bell Award in the journalism and the film production category. Golden Bell Award in Taiwan and East South Asia is like an Oscar Award in Hollywood and United States. But there's more than her fame. She is known to have a fearless heart. She is a strong advocate and support of Taiwan democracy and independence. And yes, Taiwan independent. 3 years ago, Grace Liao became an entrepreneur. She launched a startup which produced Real Talk, 小金台湾 Plus, and the 小金乐活 Plus, which mainly promote the joyful longevity. And I'm proud to be part of that production to make Taiwan healthy again. Through her global YouTube program that attracts thousands of hundred people every day through all the continent, she showed the world how vibrant Taiwan is and why Taiwan matters. There's an old saying in Taiwanese, 若要做牛，免惊无田通犁. Translate to English, if you are a hard-working cow with devotion, there are plenty fields available for you to plow. Please join me. Give a warm applause to Mr. Liao.
大家安安哈，我刚刚可以开始开动没关系，哈，因为大家拢捌到腰啊。我叫廖筱君，真侪人拢伫咧电视看到我，4档进前，我感谢真侪人，为着看到我开始改变，用手机来接受咱的新闻。会当徛伫咧遮，其实是感觉真感动。啊嘛知影讲，伫咧海外的恁，不管是什么时阵，咧倒位，恁讲甲我同款，拢同款为壮大台湾而努力。今仔日我真欢喜哈，谢谢许会长给我这个机会，谢谢 Sherry 当这个主持人。Sherry 当主持人非常的称职，他还要担任 FD。什么是 FD 呢？现场指导。就是讲你来讲话讲成久呢，一定下骹就给你画圈圈。而且我看他大义灭亲，即使遇到了许会长，许会长真配合，跟他讲几句话为娘，他还要掌控时间，所以非常的辛苦啊。那我在这个地方，不好意思啊，大家都是我的长辈，许会长，包括李大使，包括了蔡医师，还有现场许家清委员长，还有很多很多，像是丽莎爸爸，这个很久不见了。Okay. Good evening, distinguished guests, President of NAMA, my master of the ceremony, and fellow friends who love Taiwan. It is a proud honor for me to stand here today. I want to start by expressing my deepest gratitude to the North American Taiwanese Medical Association, NAMA, and the Dr. Yi Yang Lin for this invitation. It's my honor to stand here. I cannot help but think of the spirit of Dr. Yi Yang Lin. He was not just a brilliant medical professional, but a man of immense courage, devoting himself to Taiwan. He spent his life healing people and protecting our homeland's identity. His legacy reminds us that whenever we are in a hospital or in a newsroom, our ultimate duty is to serve the truth and care for our people. It is in the spirit of presence and love for Taiwan that I share my story with you today. And first, I want to share my family. I grew up in a very, very traditional farming family. What kind of family? My childhood was filled with the sounds of my parents raising livestock. Do you have an experience like me? Livestock, pigs, dogs, and chickens. In our house, we only spoke Taiwanese, but outside, the word was different. I remember being a young girl sitting in a taxi. The driver looked at me and said, "You are so pretty. You must be a 外省人." Back then, that was meant as a compliment. The idea that being mainlander was always superior. I was influenced by this environment that encouraged. I forced myself to speak perfect Mandarin for my radio job. I even told my parents, don't speak Taiwanese for a while, because I need to sound like I'm from Beijing. I was memorized textbooks that told me to be a prompt Chinese, while completely ignore the beautiful land under my feet. I didn't know my own country. Even I worked for a newspaper, economic daily newspaper. Even I'm working for the broadcasting many years. I worked for the TVBS, FTV, or TTV, or STV for many, many years. I didn't know my country. That's the truth. That's too bad. Why? So, next I want to share my journalist conscience. As I climb the ladder of my career, from primetime news anchor to talk show host at I say the TVBS, TTV, FTV, or STV TV station, people press my sharp questions, press my precise questions. But I always carry one rule with me, a lesson from my rural roots. Those who hold a pen must never bully those who hold a hoe. Do you understand? In Chinese we say it, I say it Mandarin. 就是讲，摕笔的人唔通欺负摕低头的人。这是我的成长经验。Those who hold a pen must never bully those who hold a hoe. 拿笔的人不要欺负拿锄头的人。当然，为了讲摕笔的人唔通欺负摕低头的人。This has been my compass as doctors. You understand the responsibility of the holding a scalpel as a journalist. The pen is my scalpel. My responsibility is to listen to the voices that are often ignored. The marginalized and the vulnerable, my background in that farm village gave me the empathy that no textbook could ever take. The textbook ever could teach. The threat at the door, lessons from the Hong Kong, but being empathy is not enough. We must be awake. In the fast-changing world of AI and the digital media, I see a dangerous trait traditional media is shaking. And the international news is being discarded, but we cannot afford to be blind. Look at the Hong Kong model. It wasn't a sudden explosion. It is a slow boil. First, they brainwash the media. Then, they changed the population through migration. This is the Hong Kong model. Now, they are trying the Hong Kong model to affect the Taiwan's model. Such as what's the Taiwan's model? Seems like the Jinmen model, Yunlin model, Hualien model, or even Taitung model on Earth. China is not just at our doorstep. through local agents and funded organizations. They have already entered our house, entered our home, entered our living room. This is a battle for our minds. If we, the media, lose our ability to distinguish between the right and wrong in the name of balance, we are failing our national security. In today's geopolitical landscape, Taiwan is no longer just a regional issue. Taiwan stands at the very center of the global strategic importance. Taiwan is at the heart of the global supply chain. From semiconductors to advanced technology, Taiwan plays an irrepressible role in the world economy. Our stock market valued as reach around 3.4 to 4.4 trillion US dollars. Equivalent, that's the truth, reach around 3.4 to 4.4 trillion US dollars, equivalent to nearly 100 trillion new Taiwan dollars. Taiwan's total market capitalization ranks among the top of the world, around the 7th globally. Our GDP also places us among the leading economies worldwide. With a population of just 23 million people, Taiwan's stock market value surpasses countries with much larger population, including Canada, including South Korea, including France. This is not by chance. This is not by chance. This is the result of resilience, innovation, and unity. Besides hosting my talk show, what I really love doing is documentary Taiwan and putting us on the world map. Back in 2020, I actually teamed up with Discovery Channel to produce and host COVID-19, the documentary.
The Eiffel Tower, the Milan Cathedral, New York City, devoid of tourists. In 2020, the world went into lockdown. In Wuhan, central China, a new coronavirus had emerged. The disease was named COVID-19.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
As of mid-December 2020, the novel coronavirus spread to more than 180 countries, infected more than 71 million people, and killed more than 1.6 million. Most governments around the world were at a loss for how to contain the infection and ordered everyone to just stay home. While much of the world was at a standstill, in Taiwan, international marathons and parades were taking place. People were able to go to school and work. It was pretty much life as usual. From mid-April to the end of 2020, there were 0 local cases of COVID-19. The secret is in Taiwan's public health system. Grace Liao is a veteran news presenter who knows key decision makers.
我们能帮全世界什么样的忙？
And Alan Lian, a medical doctor and public health expert.
AI 大数据怎么样在这个 COVID-19 这次的疫情做出贡献？
They're on a mission to uncover Taiwan's secrets. They will uncover and share how Taiwan has been able to emerge as a global leader in beating COVID-19.
As Taiwan continues to grow stronger, China becomes increasingly anxious. China fears the will of the Taiwanese people. China has tried to everything: military intimidation, aircraft inclusion, economic pressure, and trade restrictions. Taiwan has stood firm. Taiwan still stood firm. As we say in Taiwanese, they are run out of moves. 中国对台湾不断的壮大，愈来愈惊。 不过，咱愈来愈坚强。讲台湾话所讲的，中国对台湾已经无步啊，已经无步啊。As we say in Taiwanese, they have run out of moves. What makes Taiwan remarkable is this: we rely on our own strength, but we are not alone. With the support of allies such as the United States, Japan, and European democracy, Taiwan has maintained stability in a turbulent geopolitical environment. Our production continues. Our society remains open. Our democracy remains strong. The relationship between Taiwan and United States is no longer just about arms sale. It's about trust. It's about cooperation. Taiwan may not be a large country, but it is a key piece of the global capital market and irreversible core of the global technology supply chain. So now I told you, this is the chairman of the KMT, her name is Zheng Liwen, visiting Taiwan, visiting China, and vote to the peace. What's the peace? One China and two systems. This proves one thing clearly. China's intimidation does not work. We must also learn from Hong Kong. What's a Hong Kong experience? Hong Kong model controlled everything. Brainwashing the population, migration. That's a truth. Back to the 1997, when Hong Kong was handed over, promise was met. But over time, China broke those promises through media control, population control, political control. Hong Kong's democracy was gradually dismantled. One country, two systems turned out to be an illusion. And we must not allow the same to happen to Taiwan. Taiwan is Taiwan. Taiwan belongs to the Taiwanese people. Our government is elected vote by vote, so we must ask, who is trying to suppress Taiwan? Who is collaborating with external forces to weaken Taiwan's identity? We must think seriously about the future. What we have to think. Do our next generations deserve a country? Do they deserve a place to call home? Or are we asking them to stand on the Taiwanese soil where looking elsewhere for identity? Taiwan is a diverse society, including Hoko, Hakka, Mainlanders, or indigenous people. But we share one home, and that home is Taiwan. If someone refuses to recognize Taiwan as a country, should they have the right to run for the public office? This is a question we must have to face. At the same time, we must remain vigilant. Decades of infiltration have taken place. Recently, Taiwan has uncovered multiple espionage cases. This is both alarming and revealing. It shows that infiltration has reached into the military, local organization, and academic institutes. This is not just external pressure, this is internal penetration. China is not only threatened from outside, through agents and influence networks. It has already entered our house, entered our home, entered our living room. And even within legislative body, we must ask, how many voices are truly representing Taiwan, and how many are influenced by external powers? As a journalist, standing at such a critical moment in Taiwan history, we cannot remain silent. We cannot simply record events. When necessary, we must speak. We must stand up. We must advocate, because Taiwan sovereignty must not be blurred. It must not be distorted. Taiwan is not defined by others. Taiwan is defined by the choices of its people. And today, we choose freedom. Today, we choose democracy. Today, we choose to stand. I would like to share a few more things with all of you today. I'm currently filming some documentaries. These documentaries cover the issues such as in Hong Kong, Hong Kong people in Taiwan, and also the global problem of the fraud. You know the fraud, which is extremely serious worldwide, especially in Taiwan, in our country. Nearly 400 million new Taiwan dollars are transferred overseas every day due to the fraud. What does this fraud documentary bring us a reflection for Taiwan? And what about infiltration? How is Taiwan conducting anti-infiltration? Recently, there have been many arrests of criminals. These arrests are both good and bad. Good because we understand how the Chinese Communist Party sends underground members one by one to Taiwan, especially into the legislature, not just pre-infiltration, but they also try to send their people in as small-town figures. These are all parts of the documentaries we are currently filming. The close relationship between Taiwan and United States built on trust. In fact, it is not just about arms sales. It is just trust in trust. And our national defense, our technology, our military faces the growing threat from China. In fact, our military weapons, whatever from the academic cynical Zhong Keyuan, from the Hanxiang, or from the many more composite defense industry, 更多的军工复合体. Taiwan and U.S. relationship is no longer the same. Here, I report to all of you. I report to all the overseas people like you. The next documentary or business film I focus on these aspects will be let the world correctly understand Taiwan. It's very important. Let the world correctly understand Taiwan. How to market Taiwan. This is the global and the main thing of the next documentary. I also invite all of you here to join us, to help us in filming, okay? Thank you so much. I always wanted to use some of the programs to preserve our beautiful mother language, our Taiwanese, our indigenous language, our Hakka language. This mother tongue in their current use are becoming fewer and fewer. They are facing an endangered crisis. This must not happen. Mother language is such a beautiful language. Later, if I have a chance, I will speak a little bit Taiwanese to share with everyone, okay? Taiwanese is our language. It is our root. It is our foundation. How can we forget it? What methods can we continue to pass on our language? Throughout what method can be spread it so that young people feel that speaking their own language is a beautiful thing. I reported this thing to all of you, and I also welcome all of you, our overseas patriots. I know when a nation is in trouble, you return in spirit. Even if far away, I know your hearts are with mine. And what I am doing, or what I am filming, I believe it's also what you are thinking. We are all thinking about how Taiwan can move toward becoming a normalized country. Taiwan is Taiwan. Taiwan is a country. When a person living in Taiwan cannot recognize that Taiwan is a country, how can we allow them to continue in public office without any action from the government? This is also what I say. We should follow Singapore's approach. Should we not? And should it not be necessary to adopt Singapore's system for a person who cannot recognize Taiwan as a country? How can we let them return for the popular office in Taiwan? Taiwan is Taiwan's people's Taiwan, and Taiwan the people's Taiwan is our country. All right. Finally, all the guests here to join us to strengthen Taiwan. This is what we must do now. Make everyone know that Taiwan is Taiwan's people, Taiwan. Last, I will play the video. This video is not just about the history. It's a reminder of how, over the past 80 years, the people of Taiwan has transformed. This is the last part of the film shows what we have documentary over the past 2 years, Taiwan's social movements leading into the 2025. It covers the record campaigns where more than 85% of those step up were women. 80% of those who step up were women. That's very important. But what really stood out to me is how much people in Taiwan have changed. Through each movement, you can see a real shift in how people see their role as citizens. From silence to encourage, from fear to freedom. Let's watch the VCR.
在我回顾这一段过程中，这些过程中的辛苦、挫折，一切都已经不再重要，因为我们看到一个更好的台湾出现。
我2025年真的过得非常的又辛苦又有收获，又学习很多。我觉得这个过程有办法撑过来，好厉害哦。因为要一直在不一样的情境拿出不一样的面貌给大家看，所以辛苦了，但是很棒。希望10年后的自己不用再为台湾的主权这么的担心，所以希望10年后的自己又看得到有更新一批的学生们更关心台湾这片土地。
就是希望这个我们努力可以持续下去，然后让这个自由的种子再茁壮下去。
你要对你自己的人生负责的话，那我觉得你可以从社会的议题关注下去。所以希望更多台湾人可以关注我们的社会的议题，然后对这个社会有更好的对话的空间，然后让台湾更好。
要有一个自己的名字，站上国际，用台湾自己的名字。
希望在台湾的每一个人，不管是在台湾出生、台湾长大，还是新二代，或者是从其他国家来到台湾落地生根的每一个人，都能因为台湾这2个字感到骄傲，甚至于身为台湾人而感到骄傲。
台湾这台车啊，我觉得它是搭载了全球独一无二的 AI 系统，它会不断的成长，不断的学习，然后偶尔就算是走岔路了，它也会很快调整过来。所以我觉得台湾这台车它不会迷路，台湾这台车它会走出自己的路。
历史浪潮从未停止，但是在1947年，这股浪潮被恐惧笼罩。那是一道无形的墙，将台湾人的声音隔绝在黑夜。那一场针对精英的清乡，精准地切断了岛屿的脑袋。林茂生，1947年3月11号深夜，台湾第一位留美哲学博士，只是因为一声“长官找你谈话”，这座岛屿最清醒的脑袋从此消失在黑夜。陈澄波，1947年3月25号早上，他双手被铁丝穿透，跪在嘉义火车站前。这一座岛屿最热爱土地的灵魂，最终死在自己彩绘的阳光下。1979年12月10号，高雄街头，那是个恐惧跟觉醒正面撞击的夜晚，火把在黑夜中燃烧，那是台湾人压抑已久的呐喊。政报警察层层包围，警棍落下的声音响彻云霄，但隔着一条街的夜市，依然有人在喝酒划拳。那一种强迫性的无视，是恐惧最深层的刻痕。1980年3月，施明德、黄宪介、陈菊、吕秀莲、姚嘉文、林义雄这些人站在被告席，面对死刑威胁，这座岛屿最勇敢的火种，在法庭的冰冷灯光下，烧亮了台湾的黑夜。随后，民主浪潮一波快过一波。 1990野百合学运夺回国会，1991废除刑法100条夺回言论自由，2013年洪仲丘事件，25万白衫军凯道集结，平凡人开始自发守护正义。2014年太阳花学运，3月18号的那夜，这次学生越过高墙，集体进入立法院，在那个封闭、混乱却充满理想的议场内，
一场还给人民，
是新时代对国家未来的集体忧虑，那是对黑箱的愤怒，更是对主权流失的深层恐惧。这24天的守候，击碎了密室政治的伪装，让公民不服从成为这座岛屿最响亮的回答。2020年高雄罢免，93万9090票汇聚成南方的大海啸，证明人民赋予的权利，人民随时可以收回。2025年罢免浪潮，这是一场震撼国际的公民韧性实验。面对挫败，台湾人没有散去，而是将能量转化为守护土地的具体行动。我们看见了超越党派、前进花莲灾区的身影，他们放下政治立场，拿起旧有的铲子，深入泥泞。这群人证明了韧性不只在投票所，更在灾难降临时那份撕掉政党标签、守护家园的纯粹良善。这不只是罢免的记录，更是台湾人再度写下的世界奇迹。这80年是台湾从晋升的恐惧走向主动守护的旅程。我们学会不再依赖政党，而是依赖彼此。在烂泥里，在深夜的直播间，在每一次的自主参与中，那一刻，谁还会在乎你站在哪一边？这就是公民的力量。会迷失，会犯错，但拥有最强大的自我修复力。浪会退，但海不会消失。80年了，终于学会不再恐惧。台湾人总能在不同的时代找到属于自己的方式站出来。这一次，我们终于学会了不再依赖英雄，而是成为彼此的光。
From the 1947 February instant and white terror period, people live under fear and had no good choice but to remain silent in order to survive. But over the past 80 years, the civic attitude of Taiwan's people has dramatically changed. From silence to speaking out, from fear to participation, regardless of political affiliation. When a nation faces challenges, people step forward, one after another. Each wave of civic awakening has pushed Taiwan forward, shaping the democratic society we have today. Today, Taiwan continues to grow stronger. Taiwan has become a beacon of democracy in the world. Right now, the most important thing is to make Taiwan stronger, and that's exactly what China fears the most. Thank you all of you taking the time to be here and listen tonight. I really appreciate. I hope you to see you again, and even more, I hope you all will be part of the journey. Thank you so much. I'm Liao. Thank you so much.
ESG 全球热议，企业在追求永续经营同时，更应该要关注环保与社会的责任。
Beko Technologies, a German-based company, has developed one of the most energy-efficient compressed air dryers on the market. Uses patented technology to helping users to save over 2 million new Taiwan dollar in energy costs per year.
压缩空气第一选择，北口贝克欧。